So the day's just starting and you've already blown it. Whether it's at the breakfast table or simply just getting out of bed, something's happened that's increased tension within the relationship. What do? We talk about it all the time. You've got to ask for forgiveness. The number one thing that you can do is jump off of the cycle. We say usually the most mature one is going to be the one to do that. And that's not simply overall, that's just in the moment. Taking an opportunity to say, time out. I love you too much to fight with you. I don't want to hurt you. Can we please make this right? So what we're going to do is we're going to model out exactly what that looks like within our marriage. Usually it's after tensions have increased. One of us has done something to offend the other person, and we just want to make it right. So we're going to go through the scenario where I've raised my voice with Bree because she's responded or said something that just caused the tensions to increase. So I'm the one that raised my voice. So I'm the one that first and foremost, I have to take responsibility for what's happened.
Yeah.
So what we do, step number one is we jump off the cycle. Number two is we connect. So I'll either put my hand out, we'll come together, I'll wrap my arms around her, but one way or another, we touch physically because I want her to know that I love her still and that I'm here.
Mhm.
And then two, we make eye contact. And then after that, it's our time to shine. So we start saying, hey, I'm sorry for the way that I raised my voice with you. I know that when I do that, it scares you and it brings up a lot of past pain for the things that have happened within our relationship. And I'm sorry for that. Will you please forgive me? And when I do that, Bree has a choice to make. Share with them what the choice is.
Yes, I can choose to say, of course I forgive you. Thank you so much for saying that. And then you move on with your day. Or I can say, I'm going to forgive you. I just need a few minutes to process. Give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. This has been a game changer because what we would have done in the past is we would have done, nope, I'm mad. You did it again. And we go our separate ways. And then the day is wrecked.
Yeah.
And so as we've learned to do this, it's okay to say, I just need a few minutes, but then we're going to come back.
Yeah. And it's important that when we take those few minutes, that we set a boundary on it. Like, I need about 10 minutes to make things right. Usually the best way to handle that is start getting right with the Lord, immediately get into prayer, get into worship, or just simply start talking to God about what's going on in your heart. Because really our only option is to ultimately forgive. Doesn't mean that we forget. And it's really important for us to know that. I think one piece that so frequently happens, Bree talked about it, is we go about our day. The longer it sits, the worse it's going to get. So put a boundary on when you guys are going to come back and reconnect and talk about it. Also with that, that's for major scenarios. And that's for you guys to decide what's big enough within your marriage that you're going to need a few minutes. Now, we don't want to get into the details of that. Again, that's for you guys to decide. But small infractions that happen, the day-to-day stuff, it's simply, you know what, let's have some grace with one another. We all blow it. Usually when we're asking forgiveness, it goes both ways. The other person's going to say, you know what, I'm sorry too. Will you please forgive me for the way that I tried to provide a solution when you didn't ask me to? So this is a really simple way for you guys to grow together as a couple and start putting in the muscle memory of what it looks like to ask for forgiveness when we blow it, because we're going to blow it over and over. The cool thing about this is you get the opportunity to practice it together. Then you can start using it in the outside world as well, and with your kids.
Yes, it could be with your kids, with your in-laws, with your friends, with people at work. It's just a practice that really we've been forgiven much. And so we have the opportunity to extend that same grace
Yeah.
and forgive. It's going to be a game changer in how you navigate every other issue that's going to come.
Yep. We want your marriage to thrive.
Come on.
You guys are going to sprint across the finish line until death do us part. We're not limping across this thing. So finish strong. This is one simple way that can make your marriage stronger so that you guys are better together.